And then, meanwhile, she has this boyfriend who kind of fails up by posting memes and gets a huge following.
Yeah, all the memes, right?
And so she hates memes, and then she winds up having to do a publicity stunt exhibit where she curates a meme museum.
And she says like social media is ruining the art world.
Yes.
Because it's being like engulfed with memes right now, right?
Right, and there's the question of ownership. Like, is making a meme considered art, or are you taking somebody else's picture or image and then putting words over it? So that was a thing we wanted to bring up.
It's like recycled art.
Yeah, is it like where,
is it plagiarism
what
or is it
defines
not?
art, right. And then the other thing that we wanted to bring up was the idea that people sometimes use a specific race of a person to convey things like being sassy. Like a lot of times people might use like the classic snap from a black woman to convey a feeling of being sassy. And we'd ask people to look at what they were posting and question, are they using one type of person to convey a stereotype?
Ah.
Yeah. Digital blackface is what we called it.
And it celebrates, you know, internet culture. It's like you're doing like a cutting edge thing because you're also allowing the audience to engage with the characters as opposed to just watch them, and they continue on when they're not being filmed.
Yeah, we kind of said.
Was that part of your idea?
Yeah, well, I'm obsessed with anything by Christopher Guest, like Best in Show, any mockumentaries, Spinal Tap. And so I had the idea of, if we have a social media team in the show following her around, what if we saw the footage from that social media team just outside of original episodes? Like if on the show you see the little team being like, oh hey, can we grab you for an interview? And they grab a meme artist and we never see the interview, but then on the separate smaller videos you see this interview that they've done with this meme artist. Because I thought it would just be so fun to have meme artists talking about like memes as art.
And you also you have like art exhibits.
Yeah,
for the art within the show.
We opened up a museum in downtown LA.
It's not Facebook Watch. It's just like the Truman Show.
Right.
It's like, is it real, or is this really happening?
And we actually used real meme artists, because we were like, if we're gonna make these memes and talk about the meme world, we need to have an inside person. So there's this guy named Cash, and we hired him to come on and be a consultant, and we hired real meme artists across the country to make memes for us to use in the show.
That's amazing. And your show, like we discussed, it garnered 72 million views, 38 million engagements, and 330 million impressions.
Yeah.
I don't know if you might have beaten James Cameron with views.
I feel like we did. I feel like we did better than Titanic. I mean, don't quote me on that, but
maybe
I
Avatar, definitely Titanic.
Right.
At least Star Wars Episode 1.
Definitely.
At least Star Wars Episode 1.
Yes, definitely Star Wars Episode 1. I feel like if people liked that, they'd really like Starter Pack as well.
Yeah, then you deserve an Oscar.
A lot of action, a lot of outer space memes.
Outer space. And it's cool because you're taking the social media people and you're really putting them in almost like a studio space, as opposed to just making their, things on location. They're now filming professionally their skits. So you're allowing social media culture to now be even more mainstream.
Right, well, it's interesting. Like the star, Jasmine Love, we found her on, she does sketches on Instagram. And she started out just in like, at home. She used to live in Maryland, I think.
Yes.
And she just started doing funny sketches, and she kind of blew up that way. And so I saw her stuff, and I was like, this girl is so funny. Like, we need to get her.
Yeah, well, I watch your show. It's very relatable, especially if you're a millennial like me.
Are you? Yeah. The wannabe artist, millennial?
The wannabe artist who
Curator?
doesn't work hard, who only wants to make apps, who deserves everything.
I mean, amen.
That's what they say. But then you were also talking about how millennials work way more hours than you can even imagine.
Yeah, I think millennials work really hard, and we kind of get the reputation for being lazy.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, can you really blame a generation for wanting to work less and make more money?
Yeah.
Or get paid to do stuff like this. Like,
exactly.
If I can hold up my phone and make an Instagram of myself and get paid for it, like, are we really the losers?
No. No, we are the hashtag winners.
Yes.
I'm the millennial Charlie Sheen. Hashtag winning.
Millennial Charlie Sheen.
Hashtag winning. I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just Harry Howard. I was just joking.
Nicer and sweeter.
Yes. And
better dressed.
Yes. And you also have a guilty party.
Yeah, that was the show I did before Starter Pack.
That was before Starter Pack.
Yeah.
And that was a commentary on bullying.
Yeah.
And who did it, right?
Right. It was kind of a mystery. And there was actually a Guilty Party season 2 that came out recently. But the first one that I wrote and directed was, or I co-wrote, co-directed.
Yes.
I had an amazing team. It was about kind of what happens when somebody posts something online and it gets taken out of control and it kind of ruins someone's life. The lead in the show, or one of the leads, switched schools after something happened online. Yeah.
And that also reached over 38 million people. And
yeah, no, it was good. We had we had a ton of awesome social media influencers as actors in it.
And you did the same thing where the characters were creating vlogs when they weren't filming, and then they could be in character while their fans were talking to them.
Right, and they actually responded. We created YouTube pages for them, and so they were in the comments on their episodes, because we kind of modeled it off of in YouTube culture, when someone has like beef with someone else on YouTube, they upload videos. And they're like, listen, this is my side of the story, here's what happened. So we thought it was really cool if we would make our characters upload videos.
Yes.
Like they're like, let me set the record straight, and they kind of like throw shade at each other. And
you direct everything. So you're even directed the vlog.
Yeah, well, I had a second team too. I directed the series with Ben Plummer, who's a really talented director, and then Justin Mara helped also direct the vlogs.
Wow.
So we had a team, but I kind of oversaw everything.
And you act and direct.
Yes.
Which is not an easy feat.
I always do a little cameo in all of my things.
All of them.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, you could star in it too.
Totally. That's what I tell myself. I'm just choosing not to at the moment.
Well, you've done stand-up. You did Coming on Stage, which is on Hulu.
Yeah, I had a Coming to the Stage set on Hulu, which was really fun. I did. It was my favorite
enormous milestone, doing stand-up on Hulu.
My favorite thing was that I was on Chelsea on Netflix. I was in a sketch for her.
Oh, nice.
And she's like one of my heroes, so that was amazing.
Wow. And and you would make, like, about a year or a couple years ago, you would do YouTube videos every week on a set, and you would talk about the millennial era, current events. You're always big on talking current events.
I've noticed. Current events. I just wanted
current events.
Get
yes,
it? Isn't that clever?
Because you're venting about what's happening currently.
And before that, I hosted a show. I wrote the show Equals 3 for Ray William Johnson, and then I ended up hosting a show and writing a show on his channel called Top 6, where I would do list shows. And I would find the top 6 anything and talk about it. And like that's kind of where I started getting a following. And then when that show ended, I switched over and started on my own channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have around 30,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
And YouTube, by the way, is 10 times more competitive than Instagram and Facebook.
Is it?
It's like the Olympics of social media.
Is it?
Okay. It is. It's not easy getting those subscribers.
No.
It's so overly saturated YouTube.
It is. Yeah, it's not. I first got my subscribers by doing vampire videos, believe it or not. No, right? Really. I was a babysitter vampire, and that's what got me all these like little kids. And still, on every video I post, I don't post videos a lot now because I've kind of focused more on creating shows and directing. But anything I post, someone will be like, "She's not real vampire." And it's like, what?
Yeah. You're not.
I mean,
well, if you are, that's even cooler. You're going to get way more followers if you are.
Totally.
I want to be a vampire.
I am.
Me too. I do. I just had braces, so my teeth aren't pointy.
Oh, your teeth are really nice,
though.
Oh,
thanks. Oh, yeah. I appreciate that. That's my last
really beautiful
guest
teeth. You have talk show host teeth, for sure.
I do. You can thank my dental insurance and my parents for that.
Okay, great. Perfect. Would like to do a quick shout out to Harry's parents and dental insurance.
My orthodontist, Dr. Sands. I'm sure he'll think he won't see this.
He will now.
I think he's retired. It was years ago. I was in 10th grade in high school. Anyway, back to Kelly.
Oh, did you get a lot of ladies with the braces?
with the
braces?
Yeah, I had my first kiss when I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, no, was it 8th grade? Oh, it's so sad.
That's cute. That's not sad. I feel like that's a normal age.
It is 8th grade to make out with somebody.
What, it was like a make-out kiss or like just like a peck on the cheek kiss?
Oh, it was a make-out kiss on a bus, 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. In the braces.
With braces on?
With braces on.
Did she have braces on too?
She didn't.
That's good.
Yeah.
You hear horror stories of people getting stuck together.
Could create a meme on that.
Yeah, right? Can you imagine growing up with social media and like people posting Instagram when you're like in 8th grade?
I know they do that now. I saw a baby on an iPad here 2 weeks ago.
That's insane.
I know, it's what's happening.
And they just know how to use it.
God, they know how to use it better than me.
Sounds so old.
I saw a baby going like hashtag daddy.
How many likes? My 7-year-old niece sent me a Facebook message.
Oh, whoa.
She was like, hey Kelly, here's a funny picture of me. Do you know? And then she asked me if I knew some YouTuber I did. And she goes, please respond ASAP.
ASAP?
You're 7.
I don't even know what that, no, I know what that means. But even at this stage, they say ASAP.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Babies don't even laugh anymore. They just say LOL.
Yeah, LOL. Ha.
And I loved your skit, Who Have It Easier, Men or Women?
Oh.
And you did like a meter or something. That's like
yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, that was in the
I think men actually do have, I mean, girls have to do the makeup and everything.
It's expensive being a woman. Let me tell you, like the makeup products, the shaving or waxing, the hair, it's just a lot.
I think I'm just gonna stop. It doesn't seem easy.
I'm gonna just stop doing all of it.
But I noticed, your skits on YouTube and your projects that you've directed, you focus a lot on themes in our current society of what's going on. You focus on what's happening now. That's always been something that you've been curious in?
Yeah, well, I'll think if you're gonna get a bunch of people together to make something, you should make something that's gonna say something that's meaningful to you or something that you've observed, because if not, it's just entertainment for the sake of entertainment, which is good, but if you can also have a message in there, I always feel like it's stronger and it touches a lot more people and people are more willing to get behind it.
Yeah, and when you started acting, you started auditioning, and then after a couple of auditions, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own stuff.
Yeah, you know what happened? I was in an audition for Entourage.
Yes, I read about that.
And it was, I think the role was hot secretary. It was Stan Lee's secretary, and the one line was, Vince, they'll see you now. And I was like,
Vince, they'll see you now?
Yeah, and so I practiced that line. You don't even know how many times. And there were 600 other girls auditioning for it. Then I walked into the hallway, and there's girls that look exactly like you, and exactly like you, but with red hair or brown or blonde. And I just had this moment of this is crazy. There has to be something else, because this doesn't feel like what I came out here to do.
Exactly.
You're
an outlier.
Ooh, okay, like Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I read the book.
Did you?
And
okay.
You should be listed in there.
I should. Let's let them know.
You are for digital media.
Yeah.
And so you made it through hard work, because everybody always talks about luck.
Right.
Obviously, you created your luck, and I'm sure you bumped into this one person at this one thing. You're like, let's create this together, and you made